Welcome back to the channel and thank you for checking out today's video. Since the month of September has now concluded, we're going to be going over my buys for the month of September, including the total number of shares, how much I spent to get those shares, and the expected dividend increase. Which of my holdings paid me out in the month of September in any and all accounts where money was received, how much they paid me and compare to September of 2021 to check for growth. We're also going to take a look at the overall portfolio, and lastly do a goal checkup and look at some of the accomplishments over the last month. But now let's jump right into the buys I made for September. So one of my strategies is to dollar cost average as many times a month as I can. In September, I was able to add to all 11 of my positions over 14 different days. I spent $158.19 on Apple to receive 1.03 shares at an average cost of $153.78. I spent $143.82 on AbbVie to receive 1.019 shares at an average cost of $141.17. I spent $115 on APD to receive 0.463 shares at an average cost of $248.88. I spent $115.06 on ITW to receive 0.586 shares at an average cost of $196.77. I spent $154.65 on Microsoft to receive 0.635 shares at an average cost of $249.46. I spent $108.28 on NextEra Energy to receive 1.325 shares at an average cost of $86.93. I spent $115.10 on Nvidia to receive 0.87 shares at an average cost of $132.51. I spent $143.63 on Pool Corp to receive 0.43 shares at an average cost of $334.95. I spent $143.80 on Starbucks to receive 1.617 shares at an average cost of $89.03. I spent $112.83 on Visa to receive 0.592 shares at an average cost of $195.18. And lastly, I spent $97.58 on ExxonMobil to receive 1.232 shares at an average cost of $93.40. In total, I spent $1,407.94 to receive 9.799 shares in September in my IBA. So there were no purchases in my Roth IRA in the month of September. However, there were dividends received. More on that later. Next, we're going to go over the purchases I made in my 401k account. So in the month of September, I was able to add to both of my positions on one day this month. I spent $841.38 on FIAM to receive 12.084 shares, and I spent $560.91 on FSKAX to receive 5.117 shares. In total, I spent $1,402.29 on 17.201 shares in September in my 401k. And I wanted to let you guys know I do have big changes to tell you guys about at the end of the episode for my 401k, so stay tuned for that. Next up is the HSA. No purchases were made in the HSA in September, but I did receive dividends and I do have news on my HSA, so more on that later in the video. Next up, I wanted to round up all the information I just provided you guys and leave you guys with this nice little chart. You guys can see that I was able to add a total of 27.473 shares across all of my accounts, which totals an additional $27.26 of annual dividends in my IBA, 53 cents of annual dividends in my Roth IRA, $8.08 of annual dividends in my 401k, and 24 cents of annual dividends in my HSA. All of this totals up to a $36.11 increase on $2,801.23 invested for the month of September. Speaking of dividend increases, I received increases from two of my holdings this month. First, we have Microsoft with a 10% increase announced on September 20th from 62 cents to 68 cents per share. And the second one is Starbucks with an 8.2% increase on September 28th from 49 cents to 53 cents per share. Next, we're going to quickly go through the money received in each account. On September 1st, I received $2.14 from Visa, which was dripped, getting me another 0.011 shares. On September 8th, I received $3.41 from Microsoft, which was dripped, getting me another 0.013 shares. The next day, on September 9th, I received $17.46 from ExxonMobil, which was dripped, getting me another 0.186 shares. On September 15th, I received $6.80 from NextEra Energy, which was dripped, getting me another 0.076 shares. On September 29th, I received 22 cents from Nvidia, which was dripped, getting me another 0.002 shares. And the next day, on September 30th, I received 86 cents from SPAXX, which is just an interest payment on the cash that I held in the account, which was just added back to my cash balance. So in total for my IBA for the month of September, I ended up making $30.89. That's actually a decrease of 6.4% from September of 2021, where I made $33.01. The reason for the decrease year over year is due to the transition I made to my portfolio at the end of 2021 into the holdings and mindset I have now. Going forward, the quarter over quarter and year over year progress will be very exciting. Next up, we're going to cover the dividends received in the Roth IRA. On September 22nd, I received $4.72 from SPYG, which was dripped, getting me another 0.087 shares. On September 23rd, I received $3.82 from QQQM, which was dripped, getting me another 0.032 shares. Also on September 23rd, I received $2.85 from QQQJ, which was also dripped, getting me another 0.119 shares. On September 26th, I received $5.01 from SCHD, which was dripped, getting me another 0.074 shares. On September 28th, I received $5.30 from VNQ, which was dripped, getting me another 0.066 shares. So overall, for the Roth IRA in September, I ended up making $21.70. That is an increase of 108,400% from September of 2021, where I only made 2 cents. Keep in mind that this large increase was due to me just getting my Roth IRA off the ground at this point last year. Nonetheless, this is great progress in just 1 year. I didn't receive any dividends in my 401k in the month of September, but I did receive dividends in my HSA. On September 26th, I received $6.42 from SCHD, which was dripped, getting me another 0.095 shares. In the HSA in the month of September, I received that $6.42, which is an increase of infinity percentage since in September of 2021, I didn't make any money in dividends in the HSA. Keep in mind that I just began adding to SCHD in the HSA, and this is my first quarterly payment from the holding. And before we get to the final recap and roundup, make sure you guys leave a like on the channel as it helps others find the channel that might be interested in dividend investing. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for fresh dividend related content every single Monday and Friday. And don't forget to ring the bell, and YouTube will actually send you a notification letting you know a new content is live. Lastly, use the comments down below the video to let me know how much you made in September and your dividend growth rate. Now let's get to those final numbers. In total, for all the accounts in the month of September, I made $59.01, which is a 78.7% increase from the month of September 2021, where I made $33.03. Concluding this month, I have a total of 986.928 shares and an average of 37.959 shares versus last month, where I finished with a total of 977.14 shares and an average of 37.582 shares. And comparing all of that to the end of last year, when I had a total of 642.291 shares and an average of 24.704 shares. My projected current yearly income is $822.43. A monthly income of $68.54, and a daily income of $2.25, versus last month, where I ended with projections of $791.03 per year, $65.92 per month, and $2.17 per day. And comparing all of that to the end of last year, when I had projections of $356.30 per year, $29.69 per month, and 98 cents per day. And lastly, we're going to get into a little bit of housekeeping and show you it's not all roses when you do dividend investing. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare my accounts to the S&P 500 year to date. First up is the IBA, which is down 16.77%, my HSA, which is down 25.1%, and the Roth IRA, which is down 27.61%. All of my accounts in total are down 21.56%. Compared that to the S&P 500, that's down 23.87% year to date. My best holding in my IBA is ExxonMobil with a return of 34.25%, while my worst holding is Nvidia, which is down 45.5%. And lastly, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So I currently changed jobs to a work from home job in August since we have a little one on the way this winter. With that being said, I'm currently on hold until I can add funds to my 401k with the new employer. I also have an HSA option with the new employer that's not investable. So I spoke with HR and Fidelity and found out that I could just transfer those funds from the new HSA to my old HSA account so I can invest the money. I will keep you posted on these two items in future monthly recap videos, so stay on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I'll be hitting my investments in the IBA even harder since I don't have any of those normal contributions coming out of my paycheck. If you guys want to hop aboard the dividend hype train and looking for a place to begin, make sure you guys check out this video for my top 5 stocks of the week. But until next time, see you.